Hi, Capricorn. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at how your person really feels about you. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is an email address in the description box below. Let's go ahead and begin. So I went ahead and I dealt out the cards ahead of time so that we can just focus on the reading. And what I am shuffling right now is a Soul's Journey Lessons card to see what Spirit wants to tell you, okay, about the, or tell us about the theme of the reading, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay. It's for Capricorn Spirit. This one, Spirit? Okay. All right. So we've got forgiveness. This one's for me too. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Okay. I feel like this has to do, of course it has to do with the reading, but I just feel like just in general, Spirit is just telling you, like, if you want to move on in your life and you don't want certain, like the residue of things that you've been through to remain in your energy and for it to show up at a later date, that's what forgiveness is about. Forgiveness is all about you. It has nothing to do with the other person, because 9 times out of 10, if you're in a situation, especially in a situation where there's no contact, the person is not going to even know whether you forgave them or not anyway. This is about you and putting your energy and your soul and your being, to rest, okay? And not, I don't mean to rest as in, death, but I'm talking about, to rest as in not being worried, not being agitated, not letting this like create chaos in your mind, all right? Okay, so let's begin. The overall energy we have for this reading is the Knight of Wands. It's a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. With this Knight of Wands, this can represent someone who's impulsive, like very passionate, someone who is wanting to take a risk. So either you're wanting to take a risk to come towards your person, or you're wanting your person to take a risk and come towards you, okay? There's a lot of worry, okay, behind this situation. A lot of anxiety. There may be crying, sleepless nights, nightmares with the Nine of Swords. And I feel like, what you need to understand is that while you're going through all this, it may feel like you're going through it alone, but Spirit is here with you, okay? Then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, towards Virgo, Capricorn. This usually represents someone who is very ambitious, very, methodical. This is somebody who is basically the antithesis of the Knight of Wands, okay? This is somebody grounded, stable. They move slowly. They take their time. They're very deliberate. And I feel like, in this instance, this is what's going on. I feel like this is what you want, Capricorn, but this is what is really happening. And you just got to let go and let God, because we are not in control of this situation at all. All of this is being orchestrated by Spirit and by God, okay? All right. Underneath this, we have the Four of Cups. There was a missed opportunity between you and this person. You may be bored with this connection. You may be hurt by what happened between you and this person. You may be disillusioned, because this card can speak of disillusionment, okay? I feel like in this situation, like I said, I just feel like that things are just out of your control, and it's just kind of a situation where you feel like you may be feeling like you're floundering, or feeling like, kind of like something floating in the water, where it's being, there are waves coming and they're being knocked to and fro, and they don't know, like, what's this, what's that, where to go. And I feel like, there's a lot of confusion when it comes to this connection, okay? And then we've got Ten of Swords. I feel like you were betrayed in this connection, and there may have been cheating. There may have been, some type of third party interference in this connection as well. But as I said, it may seem like or feel like you're alone, but Spirit is always with you, because this is a twin flame connection, because we got the Four of Wands here, and that's what Spirit is telling me. So we're going to start by clarifying this Knight of Wands. I'm going to pull a card for you and a card for your person, okay? Okay. So this is about you undergoing a transformation, Capricorn, rising from the ashes like a phoenix. This is my Scorpio card here, okay? So you are undergoing this transformation that's being orchestrated by Spirit, because look at all the birds there. See there? Spirit is always with you through every phase of this connection, through every phase of this spiritual awakening you're going through. Spirit is always there with you, okay? Whether you can feel them there or not. When it comes to your person, This is about, you know, them learning how to compromise. Okay. I feel like this may be where they fall short. This may have something to do with why the connection didn't work out in the beginning, why you had a false start. So we're gonna delve a little bit more deeply into the situation and see what Spirit has to tell us. Okay. All right. So the card that represents you is the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. You may have these placements in your chart, or your person may have, or you both may have. With the Hierophant, you want a higher level of love. You want something that's ascendant, something that's transcendent with this Hierophant card. Okay. Let's clarify. Yeah. See, you're confident in yourself and in your feelings. I feel like you may have worked on yourself. You know how to step into your superhero energy and do the things you need to do, you know, and take care, you know, tackle any obstacles that you have to tackle. But I feel like in this situation, you don't know what to do, because there, you know, you don't have any elements of control. Okay. All right. So when it comes to how your person is feeling, we've got two cards that fell. We have the Five of Wands and we have the Eight of Wands. So there's some fast moving energy in this situation. I feel like your person has a lot of passion for you, but they go back and forth in their mind on this connect, you know, with this connection. For some of you, this could be a Gemini that you're dealing with, because, you know, they're always of two minds. Okay. With this Five of Wands, you know, there's a lot of inner and outer conflict. So you and your person may have experienced conflict together. And this can also speak of, like I said, them mulling things over in their mind. I feel like 1 minute, you know, they're all in for it, and the next minute they're running in the other direction. And so with the Eight of Wands, your person may have messaged you, or they're thinking about doing it, but, you know, we'll have to see. Yeah, your person wants to compromise, and they want teamwork. They want to collaborate with you. This is their intention, but we got to look and see what their actions are going to be, because intention and feelings and all that stuff, to me, are just words. If the person is not doing, you know, if they're not walking their walk, and, you know, and talking their talk, to me, it's just a bunch of platitudes. And I know it's nice to have somebody that has feelings for you, but if you're being left in the lurch, then, I mean, you know, what's the point, right? Okay, so when it comes to how this person makes you feel, we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so this person makes you want to settle down with them, to have a family, to have this higher level of commitment with the Hierophant. Okay, I feel like that's what you most want from this person. And I feel like in the beginning you were confident that you were going to get it, but I think that this person disappointed you. Okay, let's clarify the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so we've got karmic family. Ooh, this fell off too. I'm going to show you this. We've got karmic family. This is saying a relationship with someone in the immediate family who's been brought back from previous lifetimes to work things out peacefully. So you may be having some issues with someone in your family. Maybe you mentioned something about this connection to them, or maybe they're, you know, trying to intervene. Because remember, I told you there could possibly be some type of outside interference in your connection with this person. And so part of it could be from you, from your side, from your family. Okay. Then we've got the receptive card. This is about you learning how to be, you know, wide open and receive the love that you've been wanting your whole life. But this person's gotta get themselves together as well. Okay, the next card we're going to take a look at is how this person sees you. Okay, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. You are this person's good luck charm. This person is a soulmate as well, because you're part of the same soul family, even though it is a twin flame connection as well. Also with this Wheel of Fortune, you make this person feel like they could have an extraordinary love life, an extraordinary relationship with you with this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's clarify. See, look, see what I'm telling you? Twin flame. So this person is your twin flame. Okay, and then the last card we're going to take a look at is your person's next actions. And what is coming up is the Hermit. So it's about this person taking time out to reflect, to contemplate what has happened between you and them. This may not be the card you want to see, but they need to think about what is going on. Think about their actions. Think about, what they did to contribute to the demise or the breakdown of this connection. Let's clarify. The Hermit, please. Hermit. Okay, yeah. This person's very clouded. They're very diluted at this time. This is talking about, they could be numbing themselves through substances. It could be alcohol. They could be smoking something like weed. And I'm not talking about cigarettes, weed or something like that. With this clouded card, is about them being unable to think clearly, unable to make decisions, poor concentration. So they're kind of like in a holding pattern with this Hermit card. Okay. And then for you, we have the passive card. I feel like you're pissed off beyond all recognition with what happened in this connection. You were ready to settle down. You were ready to be in a long-term, committed, stable, long-lasting, enduring relationship with this person. And I feel like they just took off and ran in the other direction if you told them how you felt. And I feel like for the majority of you, that is what you did. You did tell them. And now it's put you in a place of like passive aggressive behavior where, you're angry, you're hiding your anger. You may be using the anger to cover up the feelings so that, you don't feel the love that you have for them. And I just feel like you're very disappointed in this person, disappointed in what happened with them. Okay. But you got to get out of this energy, Capricorn, because that's what Spirit is saying. You got to learn how to forgive. Okay. You have to forgive this person because this is about you. It's not about them. It's not about giving them a pass. It's not saying what they did was okay because it's not okay. It's about you making sure that you're okay. Okay. So that you can continue to exude this energy, exude this confidence and step into your superhero vibes. Okay. All right. Let's get a card here. Spirit. So it says confusion. There's great uncertainty in the current state of affairs and lack of understanding among the parties. So yeah, that's confusion between the both of you. That's what I told you with that 4 Cups card. Okay. You don't understand what the hell is going on here, and your person doesn't understand either. They don't understand the feelings. I feel like you don't understand their behavior. But like I said, this is somebody that is very logical. They focus on logic. They've led their life with logic throughout their lives. Okay. This person could have been somebody that was out there that was a player because they showing up as the Knight of Wands. And with the Knight of Wands, those of you that watch tarot, this is about somebody that's like in and out. And, they got passion for everything and everybody, in the moment. But this is not normally like a long lasting thing. That's why I said that the Knight of Pentacles, that's what you want. Somebody who is moving towards you slowly, who's thought about everything that they want to do. They know what they want. They want to bring you stability, commitment, somebody who's ambitious, somebody who wants to work on the relationship. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from your person. See what they want to tell you. Okay. Hang on, that's a lot. Okay. There you go. Okay. So it says the songs you hear are direct messages for me. Okay, so if you're hearing music, it could be things that you don't normally listen to, or something that just randomly pops in your head, it could be a message from your person. Then we've got your messages mean more to me than you'll ever know. So this person is receiving downloads and input from you as well. And they're telling you that it means a lot to them. And then we've got, I'm always with you, even when you think I'm not. Okay, so even though you're in separation here in the 3D, in the other dimensions, you may dream of each other, you may meet. Every night it's going to be different for everyone. Okay, let's get some more messages before I let you go. Okay, let's see. Capricorn Spirit. Yeah, see this person they numb themselves not only with substances, right? But they're numbing themselves with work as well. It says they bury themselves in work to forget you. Okay. Then we've got, they're grateful for the spiritual lesson and they'll wait for a sign from you. But I to be honest, I feel like y'all have done all you're going to do. If you told this person how you felt and they ran, there's nothing else you can do. Spirit does not want you to wait for this person. Spirit wants you to step into your confidence and continue to move on in the direction that you need to move on. Go find out what it is that you came here to do. If you know what it is, start to do it. Okay. Focus on your passions, focus on yourself, because this person needs to feel your absence. in order to make the changes they need to make to step up into from this knight energy into the king energy, because you deserve to have a king, Capricorn, okay, or a queen if you're, if you're a male watching this. You don't, knight, a knight is unacceptable. We want king energy, because you are sitting in queen or king energy yourself, or like the divine counterpart energy. And so this person has to rise up to meet you. Okay. All right. I hope this helped you, Capricorn. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's an email address in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Capricorn.